Today I just wanted to do a quick video on something that's been bothering a lot of you, and that is jealousy. How to deal with jealousy. If someone's jealous of you or you're jealous of someone else because they got a certain role. This happens to everybody. I have certainly dealt with it. Whether or not you're a dancer or you're in some other profession, everybody deals with jealousy. So I hope I can sort of address some of these things and make you guys feel a little bit better about it. Something my parents taught me. When the cast list goes up, and you can apply this to other professions, when the cast list goes up, you look at it, you take it in, you think about it, but save your emotional outbursts for when you're in the car on the way home, whether it's good, bad, a shock, not a shock, anything. You know, you could have gotten the best part in the world. You keep it in until you go home. You got the worst part in the world. You didn't get something. You're so incredibly mad. Keep it in. Wait till you get home, because you're in the studio setting, you're in a professional setting, you don't want to add unnecessary drama because there's already enough drama anyway, at least definitely in ballet. So really just take it in, and as hard as it is, try and be very diplomatic about it, very professional about it, because any unnecessary outbursts will reflect badly on you. You don't want people saying, well, she's a drama queen, or well, she thinks she's all that, or well, she's just jealous. I mean, the list goes on and on. So really try and keep everything, you know, again, because you're in a professional setting. You don't want to rub anybody the wrong way, one way or the other. So if, let's say, you get a great part, and the rest of the people in your ballet class or in your studio suddenly hate your guts, that's difficult. Trust me, I've been there, and it's very, very awkward because, again, you want to be excited. You've worked really hard for this. But at the same time, it's really, really difficult when the other students are in the back, you know, and they're just talking about you and in class, and they laugh at your mistake. I mean, the whole scenario, trust me, I know. So all you can do is just be nice. Nobody likes a diva. Nobody likes somebody who thinks they are high and mighty. I learned to be very, very humble when I got a good role. You know, that's the best way to be about it, because then the only thing they can say about you is that they're jealous, right? They cannot say, oh, well, she acted like such and such. You know, if you just take it in, be very, very kind, congratulate other people if they've gotten a great role, you know, because the nicer you are, the better it's going to be. Because then what can they honestly say about you? You know, you worked hard, so you got the role, you know? So really, really try, if you get a great role, to just be very, very kind and nice. And again, not have a diva moment. It will really, really help you be able to deal with jealousy. Now, if the shoe is on the other foot and someone else got a big role and you did not, and you're jealous of them, that's also difficult. I've been there as well. But again, like the other situation, try and minimize the drama. You see the cast list, it goes up, you're not happy with it. So difficult, I know. So instead, really try and be kind as well. Don't throw a fit, don't do the whole thing, and you know, go up to the person who got the big role and say, oh, I'm so happy for you, congratulations, even if you're not, because somehow psychologically it will help you. If, you know, not genuinely go, oh, congratulations, that's so wonderful. You know, fake, don't be fake. Just to say, I'm so happy for you, you worked so hard, I can't wait to see you dance it. The kinder you try and be, and the more gracious you try to be to someone and tell them you're so excited for them, somehow psychologically helps you. It really, really does. The thing I want you all to remember, when someone gets a part that is fantastic and you didn't get it, I really want you to try and remember they didn't cast themselves. It is not, they didn't sit there and go in the office and say, I want this, and this. You're going to give it to me. That's it. Now, that does happen in companies with big stars, but they're big stars, so they can do that. In a school setting, in a professional setting, usually that doesn't happen. They don't cast themselves. It's not their fault. They worked hard. They might be right for the role. They might have the right look. For example, just to give you all a scenario, New York City Ballet, Juliet. All of us were short. There were incredible dancers who could have easily danced the role of Juliet at New York City Ballet. They're taller. Juliet has to be young. She has to look small. So all of us were probably under 5'6", I'd say. So some principals who didn't get cast as Juliet and would never dance Juliet simply because they're tall. that's just how it is. So oftentimes when somebody gets a role, especially in a company setting or a professional school setting, it's because they have the right look, as well as the talent. You have to be able to dance it. But tall people are going to get tall roles, short people are going to get short roles. And again, they didn't cast themselves. They didn't sit there and say, I'm going to dance this, that's it. So I know it's hard not to be upset with them. Yes, jealousy is going to come out. But remember, at the end of the day, it's the director who casts them. Now, having said that, don't go throw a fit in front of the director. That's not going to help you at all. But just try and remember, it's not the dancer. The dancer didn't say, I'm going to do this, and then they got cast. So try and be happy for them, because they might have worked hard, they might have the right look, and they could do the role. Dealing with people getting parts is actually a lot easier than dealing with things like the teacher's pet, or so-and-so's daughter's in the class and she gets all the attention and so-and-so thinks she's wonderful. That's a lot harder to deal with. If you're in a situation where you feel like you're being ignored in class, I would set up a meeting with your teacher and talk to them, because at the end of the day, this is your career. It's not anybody else's, and if you don't stand up for yourself, who is going to? However, having said that, when you talk to your teacher, do not talk about anybody else but yourself. Don't say, well, you always give so-and-so every correction and da-da-da-da, or so-and-so that, you know what I mean? Put it on yourself. Say, I'm really struggling with my turns. Would you mind giving me more corrections? Or I don't feel like I'm improving enough. I would really appreciate it if you could be harder on me. If you say it calmly, and put it solely on yourself, not even on the teacher, well, you don't give me corrections, that's not good either. Put it on yourself and say to your teacher, look, I'd really like to improve. I guarantee you they'll be impressed with that, and they'll say, okay, I'll be a little bit harder on you. And that's how you can get around dealing with people in class, teachers' pets. I know it's difficult. I know it's so hard. But when you're in class, really try and just focus on you. Don't worry about whose leg is the highest, who does the most turns. I know that that is a huge thing, especially amongst ballet students. I certainly dealt with it. I was constantly like, her leg's higher, da-da-da, da-da-da. It takes so much energy to worry about everybody else. So really try and focus on you. What am I working on today? I'm working on my placement today. I'm working on my turns today. You know, the more you can focus on yourself, the easier it is to get past the teacher's pets, the jealousy in the classroom, whose leg is higher, how many turns can you do? Because let me tell you, when you get to the professional leagues, we didn't worry about whose leg was higher. We don't care how many turns so-and-so can do. It just pushes you to be a better dancer. You're much more focused on performing. You're much more focused on what you're doing than everybody else. I used to think when I was in ballet school that the most important thing was that I was the best one, my leg was the highest, and this and that. When you get to the pro ranks, leg height, however many turns you can do, who can jump the highest, doesn't matter. I never thought about it again. So it's so much easier said than done. Try not to worry about everybody else in the class, and that will help you get past jealousy and teachers' pets and this and that. But if you do feel like you're being ignored, definitely set up a meeting to talk to your teacher. Again, it's your career, and if you don't stand up for yourself, nobody will. Dealing with jealousy, one way or the other, if people are jealous of you, just try and be as nice as you can, because it will lessen the effect of it. And if you're dealing with other people getting big roles and you're not, again, try and not create extra drama. Be happy for them, but also focus on what you need to do in class. Don't worry about leg heights and turns and who's more turned out. It really, honestly, at the end of the day, doesn't matter. So really just focus on yourself, because it's your career. And if you spend too much time worrying about everybody else, you're really not going to get anywhere. So just look at that cast list, be kind about it, and then once you get home, you can throw a fit of a lifetime. But at the studio, keep your professionalism, keep your calm, diplomatic manner, be happy for other people, and I guarantee you it will really, really help you, and it will help you be a happier, better dancer, truly. All right, you guys, be watching for, in the coming days, I'm going to be starting the vlogs. I'm going to Philadelphia to teach at Regional Dance America Northeast, so I will be vlogging the entire thing. Those will start soon. If you missed my 20-minute leg workout for toning and strengthening, you can click it to watch. All my social media links are below. I love you all so, so much as always. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.